Hi everyone, I'm Heather Poduska, founder of the Brand Star Academy, where I teach entrepreneurs how to be powerful, profitable speakers and create their own celebrity personal brands. Welcome to Thrive, the show where I bring you tips, resources, and people to help you create a more abundant life and business. You're in for high-value content coming to you from industry leaders who are growing their business, making an impact, and rocking their brands. And I'm so excited to have another guest as part of my music and entrepreneurship series, Michelle Marie Sawtell. Michelle Marie Sawtell is a master sound and energy healer, a singer, songwriting, recording artist, and is the founding member of Sound Goddess Healing. A born natural, Michelle has been singing and performing since the age of 2, and she now combines the power of energy healing, Alchemy Crystal Singing bowls, and powerful vocals to create a transformative and transcendent healing experience for people who want more peace, health, and happiness in their lives. Whether she's performing for a large group of people, working with children, or even working with animals, Michelle will raise one's vibration and consciousness to a whole new level. Welcome, Michelle.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, I'm so excited to have you here. This is a whole new spin on, no pun intended, right? Because you spin the crystal bowls.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, but no pun intended. It's a new spin on entrepreneurship and music and healing and how it comes together in this other way, because the people that I've had in this series, an opera singer, an actress, a music school owner, and now you're coming in to bring this whole other piece of it that has to do with healing. So can you tell us what that means? What does music healing, transformative alchemy, what does that mean in terms of what you do?
So I use vibrational sound to balance mind, body, spirit. In addition to sound, I bring in energy healing. So I use a powerful combination of the two. And it helps to move energy that's stagnant throughout the body, and allows fresh energy in and allows the body to heal naturally.
So can you say a little bit more about energy healing and what that, because some people might not know. I know a lot about energy healing, but not everybody watching may know what that means, like moving energy through the body. Is it like the kind of energy from acupuncture that people talk about, the qi?
Yep, qi. So basically with acupuncture, they use the needles to stimulate the meridians. And so I use energy through my hands and through vibrational sound to balance the meridians, to balance the chakra system, to balance the aura. The sound healing is basically a massage for your soul. It vibrates every cell, molecule, and electron of your entire being, bringing you back into alignment of your perfected pattern of health and wellness.
Wow. So as a singer, I'm a singer, you're a singer, you know when you're singing, your body is vibrating.
Oh yeah.
Your cheeks are vibrating, your chest is vibrating, everything is vibrating. But why is it important for that vibration to happen to heal on a cellular level? What is that all about? How does that work?
So basically, all music and all sound heals. But with the Alchemy Crystal Singing bowls, they allow the brain to get to such a state of relaxation that the body can actually do the repair work that it's meant to do naturally. We live in such a fast-paced go, 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 go world that we don't get that moment to recenter and really connect to ourself. And when you experience the bowls, you get that. You connect to that higher self. You connect to every cell in your body, and you feel it resonating on such a deep, deep level. And it's intention too. It allows your manifestations to amplify, because our thoughts are energy. So when you're with the bowls and you're setting intention, you're setting it out and amplifying those intentions of your manifestation. It helps to just move the energy in such a powerful way that's transformative and transcendent.
And I've been in one of your energy healing crystal bowls class, and it is so relaxing. So relaxing. And I think that's a really important part that you point out is we're always in high gear.
Yes.
We're rev, we're going here, we're going there, we've got our career, we've got our kids, all of these things. And even when we think we're relaxing, we're not always relaxing. Because if you're at home, you might have to, do the dishes, or even if you're watching television, sometimes that's not super relaxing because there might be something really stimulating on TV.
Yes.
So to have a space, I totally get that, to have a space where your body can completely relax, that makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, so my goal is to fuse music, sound healing, and meditation. That's kind of what I'm going for, to help those that are looking to de-stress, to decompress, to relax, and those that love music. And for me, it brings me joy to do that when I'm doing it with my music. It's just a very deep passion that I have.
It's so cool that you've combined more than one passion together. I always talk about, when I'm talking about in branding, I always talk about the Reese's peanut. It's not my, I didn't come up with this idea, but I always use it because you talk about the Reese's Pieces moment where you have the chocolate and the peanut butter, and they're great, but two great tastes together make the Reese's, and that's what makes a brand really pop, and that's what you have. You have these things that you're really passionate about, and they've come together in a way that's really cool.
Yeah, even with my jewelry, being able to make pieces that help your energy field and your meditation practice, and infusing them with energy and sound, it fits right in to the other three components. So it goes with the meditation, it goes with the energy healing. So it's really special that I was able to even bring that component into what I do as part of the brand.
So you're wearing some of your jewelry now.
I am.
It's very cool.
Yeah, all the bracelets are my pieces, and both of my pendants and amulets are my pieces.
A woman of many talents. Can you say a little bit about what it means to infuse jewelry with energy and what that actually does? So like someone might say, a skeptic might say, oh, it's pretty. I could go to whatever, Target and pick up a pretty bracelet.
So everything carries a vibration. So this chair I'm sitting in carries a vibration. This table carries a vibration. These beautiful flowers carry a vibration. These crystals carry a vibration. And so what I do is I take the crystals, and I like to use recycled vintage pieces and modern pieces, and I clear the energy, because the crystals actually carry energy. Just like the crystal bowls, they emit a beautiful frequency. They're part of the earth, and they carry this special healing vibration. And so they need to be cleared and cleansed on a regular basis, with the exception of a few crystals like selenite that actually never need to be cleared. So what I do is I clear them.
Especially if they're recycled, because you don't know where they've been.
You don't know where they've been, what energy they've picked up.
Yeah.
So I clean them, I clear them, I cleanse them. And when I'm making them, I'm infusing them with healing energy. And then they go into my Alchemy Crystal Singing bowls, and I play the bowl.
Oh, that's cool.
And so what it does is it shakes them up, and it clears and cleanses any energy out of them, and the new intention and the new high frequency vibrations are now infused into the piece. And so when you put that piece on, you feel the vibration, you feel the resonance, you feel the love that went into the piece. And so it's really special.
That's very cool.
Rather than just picking something up that might have been made in a factory, or could be a fake crystal, or you don't know where it came from or how it was made. So knowing that it's handmade, that the intentions were placed into it, that the vibration and the energy was placed into it, it makes it a really special piece.
Yeah, totally. And do you do custom vibrations for people based on what they are looking for, what maybe they're struggling with?
Definitely. I'll infuse them with intention, with prayer, with mantra. And if it's a custom piece, if we're working on something specific, that will definitely get set, that intention will get set into that piece for them.
So do you have a special crystal for hitting high notes? Because I want to wear that one right here.
I would say that blue kyanite or lapis lazuli, those two are amazing for throat chakra. And they also will stimulate third eye chakra. So the two chakras here, which are great for communication, for singing, for voice. And so if you have one hitting right at that throat and that heart chakra, it's going to really help with communication, with singing, speaking your truth.
Ooh, I gotta get me some of that. And I love that it's the third eye too, because when you're singing, you often have the sensation that it's coming up and over and out through your unicorn horn or your third eye.
Yes, definitely. Even the crown, because we receive through the crown. So if we're getting inspired and we're receiving, each chakra has such an important part. And once they're all in alignment and you're grounded and centered in all of your energy, and it's just a clear channel, that's when the magic can really happen. And that's what I help, is to get people to clear that light channel, to clear that energy, so that you're able to flow freely, step into your power, speak your truth, share your gifts, and make that difference in the world that you're here to make.
That's very cool. That's very cool. Before we jump to the next thing, for people who maybe aren't familiar with what chakras are, can you just say what it is? And
Sure. So the chakra system are energy wheels. We have 7 main chakras, but we have over 144 throughout the body. And more activating every day as the Schumann resonance, which is the vibration of the planet, continues to rise. It's activating more above and below us.
Is that because we're twirling? Why is that?
So the chakras, they're literally energy wheels that bathe our organs in light and vitality. And then the meridians are the pathways, the highways that move the energy, that move the prana, that move the chi throughout the body. And then we have a beautiful aura of energy that kind of keeps everything safe and intact. And within. That's kind of a basic rundown on the energy system. But the chakras are these beautiful just wheels of energy that just keep everything bathed, all your organs just bathed in this beautiful vitality and wonderful energy, keeping you healthy.
That's awesome. And there are different ones through your body that kind of associate with different parts of.
And so what's really cool is the 7 main energy centers also correlate with the notes. So the root chakra, which is at the base of the spine, is a C note, and it moves up C, then D, E, the belly, F, the heart, and it just keeps going
I have
up
never
to the crown,
heard that
which is
before.
B. Yeah, so C, D, E, F, G, A, B.
I didn't
So
know
anytime
that.
you're feeling, heaviness in my heart for whatever reason, singing an F, or playing some chords in F, or F sharp to give it a little,
definitely.
Well, it will help to move that energy and stimulate that chakra.
Oh my God, I love that.
So it's really kind of cool to fuse the both of them and intentionally say, all right, I want to do this song, and I want to do it in D because I want it to be very creative. I want it to be very expressive. I want it to be very, very sexual, but in a very conservative way, but just stimulating that beauty of that chakra. Or I want to do an F, and I want it to be love and light and kindness and compassion. So it's really, really amazing that you can do that. A, I want it to be very, I want it to be a lot of, stimulation to the third eye chakra. So I want this song to be an A, or I want to sing an A, and allow that to stimulate the visions and the intuition.
You are blowing my mind. You are blowing my crown chakra right now. That's so cool. And when I was studying music history, they talked about how in medieval times they believed that different keys had different spiritual qualities to them, and some of them were like satanic or like bad. They would certain intervals were like the tritone was considered evil, like that you wouldn't want that in your music. So that kind of idea that music has this, I don't know what you'd say, like spiritual vibrational quality, I guess, started a long time ago.
The ancient Egyptians, which I have a deep, deep connection, I've had past lives there as a healer and a musician. So I have my beautiful Ankh with me always. I love it. They used the pyramids for sound and for healing. They would bring patients or people in, lie them down, and they would play in the pyramids. They would play different notes, and that's how they did their healing work. Wow. So it stems back to ancient times, the Tibetan culture, the Tibetan bowls.
Yeah.
So it's been around for thousands of years. It's an ancient healing modality and practice that's just kind of becoming a little more mainstream because it's necessary at this time.
Oh, wow. Okay, say more about that. Why is it necessary at this time?
So as I mentioned before, the Schumann resonance, which is the vibration of the planet Earth, is steadily rising in frequency since 2012.
Wow.
So since 2012, the majority of the planet and all of the people and animals that live here have undergone a major energetic shift to match the vibration of the planet. Basically evolution. So we have to adapt to the vibration of the planet. And so that frequency is just continuing to rise. So it's a process we're going through.
And so we need the music to
We need that
us.
music, we need that vibration to clear out energy that's stagnant, that's not serving us anymore, that's creating fear, that's holding people back, not allowing them to step into their power. It brings freedom.
Yeah.
True freedom.
That's awesome. I was at a piano recital yesterday, and one of the pieces, the kid sat down, and I was so shocked. He was like 10 years old, and he sat down and he played this chord, and it was a really complex, kind of sensual chord, which I was shocked that he was playing it. But also I felt my whole body relax. I was like, so it's just, even if all the other pieces weren't there, it's just music just has that quality of of shifting us at a vibrational level.
Music
because it
is healing.
It's vibration.
It's beautiful.
So you've been a musician since you were 2 years old.
Oh my gosh.
So tell me about your musical journey and how that sort of married with your entrepreneurial journey.
So it's been a really interesting journey. Since I was able to talk and walk, I have been dancing and singing. It started to get a little more serious when I was 2.
One was just
one was just dressing up in my mom's clothes and singing to like Madonna or Tina Turner or all my favorites from the 80s.
But 2 is when it got serious.
My mom, she put me into a talent competition.
Wow.
It was like, I think it was called Talent America in Boston.
Wow.
At Boston Symphony Hall, and I sang Tina Turner, What's Love Got to Do with It?
No, you did
and
not.
I was 2 and a
You were
half.
2?
And she had to lie and say I was 3 because you had to be 3 to enter.
Oh my God.
And I won first place.
Oh my God, that's so awesome.
I was like this big.
Oh my God.
So I won a trip to New York.
I hope you have a video of that.
You know I don't. I have some photos, but back then we didn't have the video
That
available.
is
I think
hilarious.
it was like 1984 maybe. I mean, if there's archives somewhere, that would be amazing. And so I won a trip to New York to compete again, and I came in second place. Wow. And you know, my mom, she didn't really want to like put me out there, I don't think, at that age. I was so young, you know, and they wanted me to do commercials and stuff like that. And she was kind of a little hesitant and just kind of let me figure it out on my own. And I kind of never did too much with it at that young age, but I continued to sing, dance. I was in color guard for many years, so I was always performing. And, you know, as I got older, I kind of always sang still and, you know, always was into music. But for some reason at that point in my life, and I think it had to do with me being an empath and absorbing a lot of other energies, I somehow began to have fear. Fear of singing, fear of people thinking, oh, her voice isn't that great, or she's not that good.
What part of your life was this?
I think that started in grammar school, you know, around the time when kids like to pick on you and, you know, you're picking up all these energies as an empath, you know, and not knowing at that point how to clear it, how to move energy. I had a lot of anxiety. And so I kind of put things on the back burner, but always, you know, when I was alone or in my room or in high school, I was in choir, and you know, I continued to perform when I was in color guard, and it just kind of took a back seat for a little while. And I kind of felt like I missed my chance. And for a long time, I was deeply, deeply saddened by that, because I had wished I had stuck with it, that I had done something with it, that I maybe, you know, went to college for music instead of going to college for, you know, just I was going to do dental hygiene. I kind of went in a whole different direction, which was so strange. I was more in the medical aspect of things, but I never gave up truly on that dream. And I would say in 2014, my whole life kind of changed.
What happened?
I went from being married to being divorced, leaving my corporate job in the hospital setting, and completely shifted gears and started my healing journey.
How did you know that it was time to do that? Like, what you don't just go like, oh, I'm in this hospital setting and boom, now I'm healing. Like, well, I mean, I guess it is healing, but
I think it truly was just part of my destiny. And I am truly here to sing, to write music, to share vibration, to share music, to share knowledge, to share wisdom, to share my experience with those who may have had a similar story, that, you know, may have had a family and kids and feel like now, oh, it's too late to start my career. And you know what? It's not. It is never too late to start your career.
So if somebody's in that place, besides saying it's not too late, what other piece of advice would you say about making that change, or having the faith or the courage to say, okay, I'm 30, 40, 50, 60, however old, at 70, 80, 90, whatever, like how you can make that leap when you're feeling like your ship has sailed?
It's scary.
Yeah.
It's really, really scary. And I know firsthand.
And how did you deal with that?
You know, my energy healing and my sound healing, and just knowing my purpose. Once, like I mentioned before, you clear that light channel and you're getting your divine guidance and you're feeling your intuition strongly, and you're listening to your heart and your higher self and your purpose and why you're here. You're not just here to work a 9 to 5. You're not just here to do these certain things that we're, you know, supposed to do. We're really here for a purpose, for a reason.
And you think that everybody has a purpose?
I do.
And do you think that everybody should follow their purpose?
I mean, if they're willing to face some fears, they definitely should, because the gift on the other side is amazing.
Yeah. So talk to us about the amazing part.
So here we are now. That was 2014. All that happened. Moving into 2019, I am now a master sound healer. I'm writing multiple songs. I'm performing regularly, solo with my bowls, singing, collaborating with yoga instructors and many other people. And I'm in the studio working on my first EP.
That's so cool.
And looking back 5 years ago, I would have never imagined that that was possible. And so that is the gift. That is the beauty. I am living my dream. I am feeling empowered. I am feeling confident. And I really, really would love to help others to step into that power, to believe in themselves, and to do what they've come here to do, whatever that may be.
That's so cool. It's so cool. And I've heard you say the word share many times. If you go back and watch this interview, you've said that I'm here to share, I'm here to share, I'm here to share. And that really comes across, that it's not just about, look at me.
Oh gosh,
it's
no.
like share. I get that vibe.
I'm here to share the gifts that I'm blessed to have, whether it's through my music, through my friendships, through my jewelry, through my photography, whatever it may be. That's to share the beauty and to share a specific vibration to help humanity, to help animals, to help whoever is in need. When we step outside of the self and we step outside of the ego, that's when more of the blessings come. And it's really, really special.
That's very cool. So I have before we finish up, I have one question about entrepreneurship. So it's one thing to have like a steady paycheck, benefits, the solid life.
Oh yeah.
And then and you said already it was scary to step in entrepreneurship. What do you think it was that helped you create a sustainable business? Doing what you love.
It's still growing.
Yeah.
I'm still in the early stages. I've really only started in 2015. 15.
Yeah, but you're
And
doing your thing.
so
You're working. You're getting
I am,
hired.
and so I'm really excited to see where it goes, where I am 10 years from now.
Yeah.
I feel like it will be more solid. You know, I know what it's like to go from having hundreds of thousands of dollars to having $2 in my checking account and like, oh my gosh, how am I going to pay?
So talk about that moment.
Some of my bills. Or,
How do you manage that moment and go from $2 in your bank account to being like, I'm living the life, and, you know, and it's going to grow. It's not finished yet, but I'm good.
well, I definitely wasn't afraid to pick up a second part-time job to make my dream come true.
That's really
rather than going back to a 40-hour work week where I'm exhausted and I'm tired and I'm being drained of my vital life force and just feeling empty.
Yeah.
So I picked up some part-time work and continued to follow my path.
I love that you said that, because I think there's a really big misconception out there that it's like you're going to go for your dream, you lose all stability, and you run out of money, and then you fail, and you go back. But I have one quick follow-up question is, when you picked up your side jobs, I'm really curious, did you feel like okay about it because you knew that you were they were allowing you to pursue your dream? Did you have that feeling?
Well, at first, you know, I was really hopeful I didn't have to pick up part-time.
Sure.
I was like, oh, I hope that this is just going to take off and, you know, I'll be able to just do my thing. But I knew that I needed to do that. And so I picked up a job that was going to be helpful for me as well as help me make a little bit of extra in a clothing store. So I was able to build my wardrobe at a fraction of the cost.
That's smart.
And it's been amazing.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that I was able to do that. And I find that I'm still doing my light work when I'm working my part-time job, which is great. I'm able to still share information and share energy and still be helpful and allow to have that little extra cushion that you need as an entrepreneur, because you never know sometimes when the next gig is coming until you get to that point where it's like, okay, it's like overload.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say I'm overloaded, but
I
I'm
think
definitely,
you're getting there.
I'm pretty consistent.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Which has been amazing.
That's so cool. And I love it because I can hear in what you're saying that it's in alignment.
Yes.
It's a second job, but it's in alignment with where you're going. And I think that's really beautiful and really honest. And I really want to thank you for your transparency around that. That's really,
you're so welcome.
That's really wonderful.
Yeah, I want to be as honest as possible and give others hope and inspiration to follow that dream no matter what. It's going to take hard work, it's going to take time, and it's going to take dedication. But if you know in your heart that it's in alignment with your purpose and it fills you up and makes you whole, it's worth it all.
Oh, I have chills. Oh my God, I love that. I love that. So where can people find you if they're like, Michelle, I want what you have. I want some of that good vibe healing. Where can they find you?
So soundgoddesshealing.com is my website. It has all the information to get in touch with me, information about me, my online store. Music will be added probably sometime in, I'm hopeful, early 2019. We're still in the studio and I'm kind of just going with the flow. I don't want to put any pressure on it, and I want it to just be organic and natural. So hopefully sometime in the new year there'll be music on there. And I do one-on-one work, I do group work, I can come into a corporate setting, and you know, if an office is really stressed out. And
which offices aren't stressed out?
I know, right?
Okay.
So I really go wherever I'm needed. You know, I go to animal sanctuaries, animals that have been abused or tortured or in kill shelters, and I go and I help rehab them and share love with them and energy with them and help them get back on track. So I just go wherever I'm needed. That's the intention I set. Bring to me bring me, I should say, where I'm needed to be.
That is so beautiful. Beautiful. So soundgoddesshealing.com. You on social?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram. You can follow me on there.
So follow Michelle.
Yeah, follow me.
Well, I just want to thank you for coming. I was like, who could I have on that fits the music entrepreneurship? And you popped to mind. And I always think that there's a reason that happens.
Definitely.
And I think that the healing part, so many people are plugging along and they're hitting a wall and they don't know why and they don't know how to break through. And there's this piece that's missing of, where's my soul? How can I calm my nervous system so that I can actually hear myself? And that's where your beautiful music and your work and your sharing comes in. So thank you for all that you've done. Thank you for being here. And one last question. You probably already answered it in many ways, but what does it mean to you to thrive?
For me, to thrive is, as I mentioned many times, just sharing my gifts. To thrive is to share your creativity and to share your gifts with the world.
Beautiful. I couldn't have said it better. Thank you so much for being
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And thank you to all of you for being here as well. And until next time, here's to hitting all your high notes. Take care. Bye-bye.